Welcome! So welcome to Beer Battered Fish and Chips. Fish. So it's plant-based fish. We're using tofu. We have fine-tuned.
We caught the tofu this morning.
Stephen was chasing it down the road. Oh! Okay. But anyway, it is a delicious recipe. We cooked it lots of times this week. It is very tasty. It's quick and easy, and we're making it in an air fryer. The whole recipe from start to finish will be done in 30 minutes. Yum! Okay, first thing first, we're gonna make our chips. These are the most perfect air fried chips. I make these every Friday night for my family and they go down a hit.
So top tip we're gonna do is wash away the starch to maximize the crispiness.
So this methodology is called the double rinse method.
Chop the potato into nice chip-like 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 8 centimeter lengths. We're gonna soak this in water. This is our first soak. This is just clear water. Pour it into our colander, give it a good rinse, soak it again for a minute or two. And same, rinse it again in a colander. So this double rinse method will help reduce the starch, which will result in a crispier chip. So preheat your air fryer to 200 degrees Celsius. And if you do have an instant vortex Versa zone, it'll have dual function. We're gonna put the chips into one drawer and set them for 200 degrees for 20 minutes. And they will cook, and our tofu we can do it at a different time and they'll finish at the same time. Okay, put a nice generous pinch of salt on top of our chips and spray them with 5 sprays of oil from the spray bottle.
Toss it together before you add it in the pan and bang it in one of the drawers, 200 degrees for about 25 minutes.
You're gonna need 2 bowls. In one bowl, we're gonna mix together our tamari and our beer. So 3 tablespoons of tamari, also known as soy sauce, and I've got 60 ml of non-alcoholic beer of choice, or alcoholic if you want. This is the beer is gonna add a lightness to our batter, and the other one we're gonna mix our dry C mixture, we called it.
So we got flour, we got 60 grams of flour, we've got 30 grams of corn flour, it's got a nice bit of lightness.
3 grams of seaweed of choice. If you're gonna use nori, which is a sushi sheet, blend it up in a blender until you reach a powder. Alternatively, we're gonna use arame here and just chop it finely. If you do have a pestle and mortar or a blender, you can do it in that alternatively.
And we've got a couple of pinches of garlic powder, which we're gonna add to it too. Okay, so we went down and we caught this tow fish down by the harbour.
Hey!
It was awful.
So when we were trying this during the week, we just found it hard to get the batter correct. So this is a method that Shawnee, Dave and I fiddled around with this morning and we nailed it.
It's really good, it really does work. It's simple, it's a hack. Okay, first step, we're gonna take our tofu and we're gonna chop them into 1 centimeter by 5 centimeter
by 10 centimeters.
By 10 centimeter little rectangles. So chopping them into little small rectangles, just like so.
So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dip it in our dry ingredients and then we're gonna mix it into our tamari and our beer bath. Just be careful here, it will get a little bit messy in your fingers, but bear with it. So we're gonna do 3 separate dunks into the dry and the wet, and it's just what it's gonna do is form a lovely coating just like this. Pop them into the left-hand side of our air fryer and set it for 200 degrees, and we're gonna bake it for approximately 15 minutes. Spray it with a little bit of a spray from oil. It's just gonna give you more gold and more even distribution of caramelization. So this is a top tip just to layer on your batter. So halfway through, just open up your drawer. Careful, it will be a little warm, and we're gonna dip it into the wet and then the dry and then the wet again. So what this is gonna do is just layer in a little bit more batter and give it just that lovely opportunity to be crispy, delicious and magnificent. We found the magic number is to do this twice, to repeat this process twice during the cooking process, to go dry, wet, back in. Showtime!
Woo! Look at those chips.
Oh, turn it around.
So we just served ours with a wedge of lemon and some peas. Gives a bit of colour, lifts the whole thing. And now, the moment you are waiting for, or the moment we are waiting for, really.
Can't wait.
Okay, here we go.
I love this little bit here where it's like crispy and proper, looks like beer batter.
Here we go, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen. Fish. That's not fish. Plant-based fish. Oh, yum. Crispy batter. Mmm. Mmm. That is banging.
Oh, I like that proper crispy batter.
The benefits of air frying is that you use approximately 60% less oil. And in this case...
Than which?
Than deep frying. Well, in this case, it's probably 90% less oil because literally we just sprayed a few sprays of oil on it and that's it.
Tastes fabulous. Well worth checking out this instant Versa zone vortex. It's so cool. I love that dual functioning. Great recipe, easy to make, delicious. Give it a shot.
Cheers.
Cheers.